Brothers and sisters, welcome to my daily diary. I'm pro-life leader Frank Pavone, National Director of Priests for Life, and I'm happy to bring you regularly this accounting of what I do day by day from morning to night. It's a way of being transparent. It's a way of showing you how we are using the time and resources that God gives us to advance the cause of life. So thanks for accompanying me. I love to talk about the work that I do, and because I love the work itself. All right, so today we're going to talk about Saturday, August the 19th through Friday, August the 25th. What did I do? So the 19th, when I got up, it was very early in the morning. I was in New Jersey, and I was scheduled to take a flight back to Orlando, which in fact I did. So I went to the airport early in the morning. It was a 7:30 flight. Landed in Orlando at 10:14. I rested on the plane, did a little bit of work, and then I landed, got the car that picked me up, and did some work in the car on my laptop, and then got to the office, settled in quickly, and then went downtown to get a haircut, came back, and did some work at my desk, a little bit of taping in the studio, and just had to unpack. I had to get ready for the week because we were getting ready to welcome two of our off-location staff members who work in our website and internet departments. And so I got work together for the week, looked over schedules, caught up on emails, and the usual topics that we deal with, lots of things about upcoming schedules, upcoming trips, media interviews, programs, and so forth. So that took the whole afternoon and evening on Saturday right here at my office, just with things like that, and signed some birthday cards that we regularly send out to donors, etc. That was Saturday the 19th. Sunday the 20th, much of the same. Of course, it was the Lord's Day, so some extra time and prayer and worship, and did the 10 a.m. live scripture broadcast right from here. Some work in my computer regarding upcoming trips and the promotion of those events that I'll be speaking at, and other members of my team. Some interaction with staff in regard to conference audios, that is, recordings of pro-life conferences that we've been to. We always get the full set, so I make sure I listen to all the different workshops. Requirements for our sharing of our aborted baby images. A lot of times groups will request our permission to use them, so I had some communication about that. Otherwise, I spent a lot of time right here in the studio on Sunday the 20th because given that the week was going to involve a lot of extra meetings with our off-location staff, I pre-taped a lot of programs right here in the studio on that Sunday afternoon. And so got that done on the 20th. Was tired by the time the evening came, so went to bed early. Monday the 21st. So we welcomed Krista and Sam. Krista works in our DC office. You may have seen her on some of these broadcasts. Sam oversees our website. They were both here, so I started off the day after the usual administrative meeting and staff briefing, connecting with them, planning out the day. Had to deal with some emails in regard to a mailing that we're doing to members of Legatus, some upcoming trips, a book that's being written about the impact of Priests for Life, preparing a parish fax, sending out a fax, all the parishes across the country, and approving our travelogue, as we call it, a mailing that goes out every other month about our activities out on the road. Lots of meetings with our staff, and especially, like I said, with Sam and Krista, our visiting staff. At 11 in the morning, I was here in the studio and taped a program with Janet, our executive director. Then went back into those numerous staff meetings, and then we had a working dinner meeting with Sam and Krista out at one of the local restaurants, and then I took them back to their nearby hotel. Tuesday, the 22nd of August. Let's see, usual administrative meeting and staff briefing early in the morning. Had to connect with our correspondence associate about some questions. Had to do some emails regarding React videos, which hopefully you're enjoying on our social media channels. Plannings for upcoming trips, approval of action alerts, let's see, endorsements of some books that other pro-life leaders are writing, asking for my endorsement quotes, media, responses to media outlets in regard to the Republican debates, and also in regard to the President Trump activities going on. Further approvals of our travelogue and of other emails that are going out. And a meeting with Sam and Krista in the morning, and then a taping of a React video here in the studio. 11:30 call with our executive manager and finance director, had a quick lunch. 2 p.m. taping with one of our pro-life activists here in Florida. 3 p.m. a meeting with our travel coordinator in regard to upcoming trips. 4 p.m. taping of one of our evening programs here in the studio. Caught up with staff, got end of day reports. 6 p.m. did an hour-long online Skype interview. And then at the conclusion of that, took Sam and Krista out for a working dinner here in Titusville. That went very nicely, brought them back to their hotel. Conclusion of the day. Wednesday, August 23rd. Some early work at my desk on emails, a special mailing to Legatus, finalizing that, as well as the travelogue, and another fax to go out to all the parishes. We always have lots of information to share with the clergy, how they can be more effective in pro-life. Staff meeting, administrative meeting, and then a 9:30 meeting with some other departments on some projects. Let's see, that was a special meeting at 9:30. Working with Sam and Krista on various things. 11:20, I had a meeting with executive manager and our executive director and some other staff, but basically with them to plan out some administrative tasks. Then my regular blood donation took place at 1 p.m. I went to the local blood bank and then came back. I had to tape here in the studio at 2:30. Some liturgical homily suggestion spots. Took care of that at 2:30. And then at 3 o'clock, had a meeting with our media advisors. That lasted until 3:30, at which time I had an administrative meeting with our vice chairman and our executive director, making plans for upcoming projects. That was a 3:30 meeting. Then at 4 o'clock, left here together with our visiting staff. We met up with our executive director and executive manager at a nearby place, which is very nice. They have like a country store. It was a little bit of time off to have a dinner with our visiting staff and also to show them one of the nice spots here in the area. There's some, as I say, country stores there with plants and some unique foods, and they enjoyed that visit, and we were able to have some social time with them. In the early evening of August 23rd, we went to dinner there by the Indian River and then brought them back to their hotel. Another busy day of work here at the office on Thursday the 24th. Action alerts going out. I gave final approval to those. Did follow-up work, of course, on the debates. Oh, I should say that's what I did when coming back on the night of the 23rd, of course, watched both the Republican debate and also the interview with President Trump. I was watching both of those at the same time, and then the debate went longer, and I was able to make notes on that for commentary. Thursday morning, I wrote an early release and also an opinion piece reacting to the debate. And then, let's see, got together with staff for our usual morning meetings. Met with our administrative personnel, Mark, who handles a lot of the operations at Priests for Life, so I had a meeting with him. Went into meetings with our visiting staff, Sam and Krista, a lot of things relating to our website, growth in technology with that, and sending out communications via email, and just enhancing the ways in which we are sending out all this pro-life information. At 11 a.m. we had a special visit from a couple who are very active in the political realm and the pro-life realm and in the church, and so I've known them from different meetings and events, and so we arranged for them to come to our office. I gave them a tour and then took them out to lunch together with our executive director. So that happened from 11 to about 1:30. Then I had an eye appointment, regular checkup. Everything is good. with my glasses and my eyes, so I went there at 1:45 just downtown, got that appointment done. Came back, had some work at my desk, and then at 4 o'clock here in the studio for taping our evening broadcast. After which, after getting some end-of-day reports, our administrative staff member, Mark, took me and also our 2 visiting staff down out for dinner, but we went to the gun range first and practiced some shooting, and then had dinner right there at the gun range. It's an arrangement where they have a restaurant connected with it. So very nice evening together with them. Friday the 25th, emails in relation to one of our staff priests who will be representing Priests for Life at an upcoming conference. Follow-up commentary, of course, to the Republican debate, especially in as much as it related to abortion. Work in regard to approving the Priests for Life travelogue mailing. Work on some court cases, gathering information on abortion-related court cases that are filtering up the system in various states, and also plans for upcoming trips. Also on Friday the 25th, after our usual morning administrative and staff briefings, had an 8:50 a.m. Interview on Real America's Voice, live interview right here from the studios. Went to my desk, did various work, got back to various staff who were waiting on things from me, and then at 10 o'clock had a 20-minute phone call with a reporter from, I think this was from the Washington Examiner, talking about pro-life. And then at 10:20, had a meeting with various staff members in regard to just some data procedures. A lot of them are receiving a lot of information from people, and so every once in a while we just check to make sure that all that is being processed properly. At 11 o'clock, we welcomed pro-life leader Mark Lee Dixon here. He founded the Sanctuary Cities for the Unborn. We did a taping with him here in the studio. We had some meetings with him. Janet and I took him out for a working lunch and came back here. He did more taping. I went to meet with Sam and Krista and other staff members. At 3 p.m., I had an extensive interview with another reporter from the Atlantic magazine. Wanted to know what we pro-life leaders thought about or expected from a second Trump term, should that happen, as we hope it will. And then continued on in the afternoon with our visiting staff, Sam and Krista and other staff, and getting end-of-day reports from all of them later on. And had an evening, let's see. No, that was, I continued. I had a quick dinner here and then continued work here at my desk, took an evening walk, my daily walk, and that all went very nicely. So those were the days from August 19th through the 25th. Lots of great interaction, as you saw this week, with folks from other groups and working at other locations. We got a lot done. Praise God for that, and we thank you for what you're doing for this cause as well. We will talk to you soon.